Okay, we'll get into your 4th of July forecast at some point down the road. But in the meantime, let's talk about November, and we're going to talk a little about Thanksgiving in just a minute. But first, we'll start with this beautiful sunrise on the horizon here. Sunrise time just after 6:40 this morning, so we still have a little while until the sun officially comes up. But in the meantime, temperatures are still cold as it's rising. It's 29 degrees right now in Providence, same in Smithfield, 27 in Westerly, 31 in Newport, and 29 in New Bedford. Good 5 degrees or more below average for most of our cities across the area. And I could say the same thing as we get into the middle of the day. Once again, you can see in the hour-by-hour forecast that temperatures go up into the mid-40s by the afternoon. We have a mix of sun and clouds today, and honestly, there's nothing too big to talk about on this Thursday. Here's the summary. It's pretty benign. Again, sun and clouds, that's about it. We end up with temperatures between 45 and 48, depending on where you live, and the winds stay light. That's lovely. We could use a little break in the wind, and yesterday was nice too, but today it's very rinse and repeat in that regard. Now, tomorrow morning, on that note, we are once again back into the 20s all over southern New England. The coast stays just a tiny bit warmer, but it's still in the low 30s. Don't expect it to feel toasty heading out the door tomorrow. Then as we move through the day, temperatures, they get a little bit of a boost. Friday afternoon, we're in the upper 40s. Some spots do get into the low 50s. Once again, a mix of sun and clouds, but more cloud cover increasing later in the day. And that leads to my next point of the forecast. The next 36 hours or so, honestly, they're pretty easy. But then after we get through Friday evening into the weekend, that's where things get a little tougher. Now, we're going to talk about some rain chances here, and they have gone up just a touch. Not a washout, not a ruined weekend or anything like that. Let me make that perfectly clear. But we are anticipating some rain between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It all begins not here at home, but we actually have to zoom way out all the way to parts of the south central United States. Areas like Texas, for example, getting some heavy rain right now. Same in Oklahoma. And as we head into Arkansas, you can see this big area of energy. Well, that is actually going to feed this system for us down the road. Let me show you on Futurecast here as this area of energy continues to move off to the east, as well as some energy from the north. That could spark a little shower as we move through our Friday evening, talking after sunset. So if you have late night plans on Friday, I don't expect any big showers or anything widespread on the radar there, but I do expect perhaps a little mist and drizzle and a shower or two. Then as we get into Saturday morning, we see a few more showers as this storm continues on its way to the east. That could linger into the very early hours of Saturday afternoon, but anything we'll see on that note would be further south into parts of South County, Newport County, and for the South Coast and Block Island as well. That rain is going to be relatively light and sparse, but still something to note. The final thing here, the kicker, is one other small area of energy on Sunday that might just give us a little drizzle or even a flurry well after dark. So if you are heading out on Sunday evening, maybe you're going out to watch some football or something like that, just make sure that you are staying weather aware. Otherwise, we have a lot of sunshine time in between those days. So as you get to Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning, really through most of the day, expect more sunshine. Temperatures staying in the 50s as we move through next week. And as we head toward Thanksgiving, I'll tell you, I am tracking some slightly milder weather, as well as a few showers very, very, very early in the morning, but we'll keep an eye on that for the next few days.